everybody, it's me Emily. It is 2025, it's so exciting. I really hope that everybody has enjoyed the new year. I'm here with a quick speedbuild today. I really wanted to make something winter themed whilst I still have snow on my island and before we get too far away from Christmas, so I'm going to be working on a Christmas tree farm. So I'm going to be starting with a nice patch of dirt pathing just to mark out the space, and then I will add in my trees. How are we feeling about being in a whole new year? It's the quarter century, which is very exciting. Do we have resolutions? For me, in previous years, I've done very specific goals. So like, oh, I'm gonna write something every single day, or I'm gonna read every day. But I think that those are just so hard because as soon as I miss one day, I start to feel very demotivated. So this year, instead of doing daily goals, I've gone more for general things that I would like to achieve over the year. So for example, I'm going to be graduating from uni this year, so I would like to find my own apartment. I do also have some goals for YouTube too. I don't know if it's going to be bad luck to say them, but in my head I think if I could stay consistent and work really hard on this channel for the whole year, then I would be so happy if I can hit 5k subscribers. I think as well as Christmas trees, it will be so cute to have a firewood station in this build, because if you're selling Christmas trees, you could chop wood down from the branches and that way people can come and buy their wood here and then have a really nice cozy campfire. I customized the wooden shop sign to have this log, and then I'm using the actual firewood item as well as some hardwood to fill up the space. But looking at this build now, I definitely should have gone and found the trees that Isabel decorates. Like, you know, some of your cedar trees are plain and then some of them have lights. I wish I would have put the ones with lights in this build instead of the plain ones. I feel like it would have made more sense and been super cute. I do at least still have some lighting coming in from this plain party lights arch, which is one of my favorite items. I think it got added in the 2.0 update and I love it so much. It just is pretty fun and cute. Oh my gosh, I cannot keep saying that everything is cute, but it's Animal Crossing, so I feel like a lot of things are very cute. I don't really want the actual tree section to be too busy, so I'm just adding a few flowers, a couple of custom designs, but to be honest, this part should be quite plain, and then I'm going to be creating a little seating area on the outside of this build. One of my favourite details is if you place the green mesh lamp, but then you turn it off, it's not green anymore, it's brown, and so it just fits very nicely with cottagecore or forestcore or any build where you just want a more neutral colour, but still want that mushroom shape. I'm adding some small details like these log stakes, just trying to keep everything pretty neutral and choosing items that I feel could come from trees. I'm also going to plant a little tiny tree just for some height variation within the build. And now we are moving on to the cafe part of the build. I don't really have a strong concept for this, but I'm kind of thinking if you came to buy trees, then maybe whilst they package up your purchase, the owner might let you come sit over here and have a coffee, hot chocolate, something nice. I have this 9-tile book path that I absolutely love. I'm trying to use it so much on this island. To be honest, it's not really linked to the build. I think maybe one of my other 9-tile paths that's just dark dirt or grass may have made a bit more sense, but I don't know, I just love the book and it's meant to be a fairy tale inspired island, so I feel like the book code still works nicely. I am going to shift this back one though because I feel like it's a little bit too close to where the tree is standing and I want you to be able to see the whole thing. Leopold, however, was making this really difficult. He wanted to be standing right next to me the whole time I was building. Now I'm going to come in with my log table. Of course, the logs make sense because if you grow a lot of trees, then you can collect plenty of wood. This whole area has a really nice rustic feel to it, which I enjoyed because I've been doing a lot of very intense fairy core builds recently, which have every single tile like filled and perfectly decorated, whereas this was a nice relaxing build to make. Oh, I have actually just remembered another one of my resolutions, which kind of goes against what I was saying earlier about not doing daily resolutions, but this one you'll hear, it's different, and that is to try and keep my Duolingo streak for a whole year. I only recently got into it, so I've got about a 50-day streak. I started in like November, so I would love to get it going for a whole year. I think that would be so cool. I'm learning Spanish. I learned German in school and then kind of took a break from it for a few years. And then I was going to go back to German, but I just didn't feel very inspired by it, whereas a lot of my friends speak Spanish, so I thought that would make more sense and be a bit more motivating for me to learn. The two parts of my build were feeling a bit separate, so I'm just adding some of this nine-tail path to connect them together, and I love how this looks over the snow. And then here we go, we are now ready for the final walkthrough of my area. So we have a tree purchasing section. Come here, pick out your tree, and then you can take this little path and come and have a sit down, grab a drink, and just have a little rest whilst they will package up your tree for you. And there we are, the first build of 2025. I am so excited to spend this year with you. If you did enjoy this video, please consider leaving me a thumbs up or a comment. I always really appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. Bye!